Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical. I can't figure out how to get that off my glasses. Physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? So you've done this before, you know how it works. I just like to remind people if something doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what she's talking about. She, she's very high energy. She's been skipping around here, just skipping. She's like a little fairy, just skipping, 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 just happy-go-lucky skipping, kind of skipping in a circle. She has her little fairy wand. She's she's very, very excited about something. Very excited. Let's see. It's up to her to tell me. It's her show. It's up to her to. She knows what you need to hear. Very excited about something coming up. You have something new coming up, or maybe you don't know yet. Something really nice. And she's all excited about it. It's almost like it's a present from her. And it may not be a physical present. It might be, or it could be anything. Someone that you're going to meet. Someone that you're going to meet. I assume you're married, so I don't mean, you know, anything like that. Somebody that's going to be very good for you. Or you could have already just met somebody that just feels like a really good friend that's going to like be a lot of support for you. Something about helping with the transition of her being gone. So maybe you're going to meet somebody who is going through the same thing you are. And now she's just throwing her arms up and she's just dancing and skipping. She goes, Of course I'm going to be there for Grandma, but I already am. Grandma knows I'm there. Grandma sees me. She doesn't believe it. Grandma knows. Grandma knows I'm around. And then she starts skipping again. Skipping, skipping. Okay, so before I started, sometimes they ask me to pick a card, and we always use my release cards. It's something you need to let go of, something you need to release. And as I was shuffling, and I was going to keep shuffling, and then she goes, No, that one right there. Okay, so she picked it out. We got surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Exactly what she wants you to do. That looks awful blurry to me, but my eyes are blurry. So she wants you to surrender your fear of change. She keeps pointing at the words baby step forward. So every little baby step forward is a huge accomplishment. And she wants you to remember that. She says, no matter how hard it is, I love you, Mommy. I can see you right now. She kind of cocks her head a little bit, like, I can see you right now. Just like, of course I can. She says, the things that you wanted for me in my life, I want you to have them. I'm giving you those as a gift. So, like the accomplishments that you were hoping that she would grow up and do and be, I have have no idea how old you are. Like, I don't know that it's like have children, graduate high school. You've probably already done that. But it's accomplishments like that that you were hoping she could have in her life. She wants you to have things like that instead of staying stuck. She wants you to take those baby steps forward and go out and accomplish something. In her honor, she says. Because I love you, Mommy. And she throws a big hug around your neck. So you should feel that. You may not feel it right at this second, but sometimes you should feel that hug around your neck. And, it can feel as slight as putting a tea towel on your shoulder. Or you could feel a lot of warmth, or you could feel just an overwhelming sense of love, or you could just feel the pressure of her arms around you. You're still beautiful, Mommy. Please don't cry. You haven't got rid of me. I'm always with you. Skipping, skipping, skipping. Big smile on her face, very lighthearted. It didn't hurt. She says, you're still wondering that. It didn't hurt. And I'm fine. And now I get to skip all day long. You might even hear the sound, like you could be, let's say, sitting in your living room watching TV. You might even hear, it's usually when you're in the next room. I don't know why. Usually doesn't happen when you're in the same room. And you might hear what sounds like skipping. She says she's sending you fairy dust. And she's sprinkling really sparkly little particles. Particles. It's like they're real bright and shiny and almost dancing. So I don't know if you're going to see something like that. I almost feel like you're going to see it. Maybe, maybe you'll be out in the sun or something and you see little sparkly things. You might see it in a movie. I'm bringing you fairy dust, Mommy. Maybe she used to do that. I always ask them for something unique, just something besides feathers and coins and stuff. So when you get anything that you think is a sign from her, you feel her around you, or you hear the skipping, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more. Like maybe even she used to act like a fairy and act like she was sprinkling stuff on you. Anyway. Sometimes she goes in and bounces on your bed. She says, because I can. I can now. I won't get in trouble. You could feel that bounce on the bed, or maybe I don't make my bed. Or maybe you make the bed and you come back and the cover's a little bit ruffled up, or the pillow's moved a little bit. You'll know she's been in there. Or you could hear it from the next room. There are energies all over your house. Now she runs into the kitchen and she gets kind of under the table, she's sitting on the floor with her back against the wall under the table. like she thinks she's hiding. Now, again, I don't know if she used to do this or she's still doing this now. And she just watches you when you're in the kitchen. She says, you need to eat more, Mommy. Drink less, eat more. The pain will never go away. It will just change form. It will be different. You'll learn how to live with it. But you're still living with me. You just don't realize it. I'm still here. She's shown me cat. It used to be I could tell if the cat was still here or if the cat was with them, but lately it seems like that's changed. So if it's a cat that you guys had, she's got it with her, but I feel like the cat's still here. And animals and small children can see them and hear them, no problem. So if you see the cat act a little weird in the corner sometime or under the table, because she's still under the table, then you'll know she's playing with that cat. And the cat's loving it. Cat's coming back for more. See, animals, nobody's told them, you can't see your imaginary friend. They're not real. Animals don't know that. We teach people that. She's showing a dish towel that keeps falling on the floor. So know that you hang your dish towel up or wherever you put it, and you go back in and you find it on the floor, know that she's doing that. She thinks it's funny. She's kind of ornery. She said Aunt so-and-so was there to greet me. Somebody, whether it's her aunt or your aunt, but she's not saying her name, she's calling her so-and-so. So it could be like just an aunt whose name starts with an S. Maybe she couldn't say her name. I don't know why she's calling her that. Or maybe it's a nickname. Just like my son, we call him Uncle Uh-Oh because every time he pulled in the driveway, his nephew would see him coming and he'd go, uh-oh, uh-oh, he's here. So it could be something like that. I was blessed to call you Mommy. Very blessed. I chose you. Do you know that? I chose you. I still have a hard time wrapping my head around it, but they've taught me that before we come here, they pick their parents. We pick our parents. And there's something in the characteristics of those people that we're going to learn from them that our soul needs to learn. It's kind of a long, complicated story. But we get to choose our parents. It'll be okay, Mommy. I promise. Just know that I'm always with you. And then she said, remember the time we... And then she didn't finish it. So I asked her to repeat it. She did it again. Remember the time we... And then it's like ... So she's not talking about just one time. She's talking about just remember Remember the fun you guys had. Remember the time you did something. You went to the park and played, or whatever. And you went to a movie. Of course you do. We play those things over and over in our mind when they're gone. I'm happy that you love me. She can feel your energy. She can feel your love where she's at. She can feel that. Aunt so-and-so says I need to go. She's happy she's still sitting under the table with the cat. Now she's laying under the table. You might find odd things under the table that just show up because it's like her little hiding place, like her little safe spot. Not that she needs a safe spot where she's at. She's plenty safe. Or maybe she used to hang out there a lot and she liked that spot. Almost like she's going to sleep. She feels content. Okay. She set up, she says, Aunt so-and-so says I gotta go. So know that she's got lessons to learn. She has things to do, kind of, sort of like we do here, but I don't know. Kind of, sort of like we do here. She's waving, bye, bye. I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. So she's there all the time. You will, when things first happen and your grief is so deep, to me this is so backwards, but it's almost like it puts a wall up where it's hard for you to feel them, hear them, get signs from them until your grief starts to subside a little bit and they can kind of get through better. So talk to her all you want to. I promise you she can hear you. And I don't think you have to invite her in. I think she's there anyway. But go ahead and tell her, come back and talk to me. Now she's jumping on the couch. She wasn't quite ready to leave. Jumping on the couch, jumping on all the furniture. We always tell them, get off of there, stop jumping on that. With that, she's leaving. Okay, much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones.